Five, four, three, two, one.
Hello and welcome to TrojanVision's The Week That Was, covering the news and events for the week ending Friday, August 30th, 2019. I'm your host, Aaron Taylor. Well, Saturday is the start of the college football season for most teams, including Troy and many other schools in the state of Alabama. So in celebration, football fans across the state sported their favorite team's colors as part of a statewide celebration of College Colors Day, much like I am right now. Jessica Phillips has that story.
August 30th is College Colors Day for those in the state of Alabama. This day is to recognize the traditions and to show spirit for your university. With college football kicking off in just a couple of days, all Troy supporters are strongly encouraged to show their support by wearing the Trojan colors.
College Colors Day is when, Kay Ivey, the governor of Alabama, declared that College Colors Day is this Friday, August 30th. With that declaration, that means that whatever school you went to or currently go to, you wear those college colors to show your pride for your universities that are in the state of Alabama.
College Colors Day shows your pride and also your support. According to Long, College Colors Day is a way to show how important higher education is to the state of Alabama.
It's important to participate because it expands our brand. If you're in the workplace as an alumni wearing your Troy gear, people say, oh, they correlate your great work with the work of the university, and so it expands our brand, it gets our name out there, and it encompasses the Trojan pride that we hold so dearly here on campus every day.
With the new football season, there are a few changes to the game day experience. Shaz Prani takes a look at some of the changes Trojan fans can expect this season.
As the Troy football team kicks off their new era under head coach Chip Lindsey, the fans themselves get to see new changes and enhancements throughout the stadium and in pregame rituals.
And one of those traditions for us is the freshman run. That'll take place prior to our football team taking the field. The incoming freshman class actually get a chance to come out here and lead the way there for us. So they'll gather up about 30 minutes prior to kickoff, with the run taking place around that 8 minutes in the pregame mark there for us.
A new turf field was also put in this year, which gives the players more bounce and spring in their step. Aside from the technicalities of the field, they've made a few changes in the appearances as well.
Having that alternating green really pops out there for it. The Cardinal end zones are back for the first time since 2011. You have the new Troy and Trojans word marks out there, as well as a power tee at midfield. And the one item that sets us apart from everybody else, we actually had the emoji cross swords logo out there for the kickoff line there as well.
Not only did things change to please the fans' eyes, but also for their stomachs.
We have the One Troy ice cream cone. That is a waffle cone with apple pie filling on the inside, topped with vanilla ice cream, chocolate syrup, and whipped cream on that as well too. We also have firecracker chicken, which is General Tso's chicken with fresh broccoli as well too. And then the Trojan dog, which is a foot-long Trojan dog. You can have that with sauerkraut, spicy red Trojan relish, all the fixings that you want to have a part of that. So these new items, plus Kaneka sausage dogs, several other items, including Mama Goldberg's, will all be inside the vet this season.
As concession stands keeps fans and students away from the game, this year they've added more credit card readers and student ID readers to keep fans away from the long lines and closer to the field. While fans are watching the football games this season, you might feel overheated or dehydrated in the South Alabama heat. But there's no need to worry because the Trojans have you covered.
We'll actually have 4 cooling misting stations throughout the concourse as well too, with misting fans throughout the area there. So that way fans, if you do get overheated, you can stop by, cool off for a little bit, recharge, so you can get back out to the stands and cheer our guys on.
The Trojan season opener is this Saturday at 5 p.m. against Campbell at Veterans Memorial Stadium. Shaz Prani, Troy, TrojanVision News.
As was mentioned in the last story, the freshman run has become an annual tradition to start the season. Jessica's Prince explains why the newest Trojans take the field during the season opener.
It's been said time.
I'm really excited.
And time.
I'm excited.
And time again.
I'm really excited.
From tailgating plans to outfit decisions, Trojans everywhere are gearing up for Troy's first football game of the season, with one particular organization preparing to carry on a tradition, Freshman Run.
The Freshman Run is one of Troy's really cool traditions. So the first football game of every year,
all of the freshmen storm the field and run up into the student section, kind of a symbolic them becoming Trojan.
The freshman branch of Troy Student Government Association, dedicated to helping freshmen with the college transition, highlights the advantages of getting involved on campus.
This is honestly one of the coolest parts of freshman year, just because you're the center of attention, you're up on the Jumbotron, everybody's cheering for you. It's just super cool and kind of like a bonding moment for the freshmen. It kind of like brings them all together, brings the whole university together.
Along with the run, Freshman Forum hopes to get both freshmen and more international students involved with events throughout the year, one being a tailgate before Saturday's game.
So freshman tailgate is going to be outside of Pace Hall on Shackleford Quad. All freshmen are invited, especially international students.
Kickoff starts at 5, but Freshman Forum asks participants to meet earlier.
We're going to be meeting at Gate 6 at 4:30, which is in between the field house and the stadium towers.
And even though the season isn't in full swing, no matter what way you say it, everyone's showing their Trojan pride one way or another. Jessica Prince, Troy, TrojanVision News.
While football has become a Saturday tradition in America, students from other countries may be unfamiliar with gridiron action. Sam Granville was at Veterans Memorial Stadium, where Troy's athletic department showed some international students what the game is all about.
So get out there, team, that fight, 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 and win today. Hey!
A special class called Football 101 was in session Tuesday afternoon as Troy University's international students were immersed into the beloved game that is American football.
The students, some of them know about American football, and they were very excited to see the field and the locker room. But many of them, they don't know about American football. They know soccer, so this is a whole new experience for them, and they're very excited to see the field and meet the players.
The international students were granted VIP treatment as they were given a guided tour of the stadium, taken through the locker rooms and north end zone facilities, and even ended up down on the field with the players, where they also met head coach Chip Lindsey.
Thank y'all for coming today. Appreciate it. All right, you got to learn to fight song.
They are very big, but they are so kind. They gave me a football, so I'm very impressed.
In addition to a close-up view of Trojan football, the students were taught the rules and essentials of the game itself.
Hey, this is a touchdown. This is how you get to a first down. Even that's the quarterback. The quarterback throws the ball to the receiver or hands it off to the running back. Those big guys are the old linemen, and basically the basics of each position does.
Football 101 arrives at a perfect time for international students as we are just days away from the opening kickoff of the 2019 season right here in the Vet. The team's home opener marks not only the beginning of a new season, but the start of a new era under new head coach Chip Lindsey.
They are all going to come on Saturday and run the field. They're very excited about that. And the class, the Football 101 class, really helped them understand what the game is, and they got to put on the pads and the helmet, and it was fantastic.
Sam Granville, Troy TrojanVision News.
We'll take a short break, but when we return, we'll see how Troy University is helping fight food insecurity on campus. Stay tuned, we'll be right back.
You might start on a Troy campus or at your kitchen table. Wherever you start, you'll be more than a student. You'll be part of the Troy family, armed with the education, values, and skills you need to succeed, ready to lead today's global workforce. No challenge will feel impossible. No dream will be out of reach, because we will be with you all the way. Trojan Warriors, one and all.
I was afraid of that.
Well, guess it's time to get you fixed.
Your pets will start fooling around sooner than you think.
Go on, get out of here!
Accidental litters lead to millions killed in shelters each year. Help prevent more. Fix at month 4.
Food insecurity, not knowing when or where you might get your next meal, affects many people, and sometimes in places you might not readily expect, like college. Aaron Dixon shows us one way Troy University is helping to fight food insecurity through a scholarship.
There is a new scholarship available for Troy students, and this scholarship will cover 8 students' meal plans for the upcoming academic year.
to give out the carte blanche meal plans. Now, this is the unlimited swipes inside the dining hall, as well as 25 flex points. 8 students. It's going to be a need-based scholarship. We're going to apply, receive this aid, and be able to use that for an academic year. So it'll implement as soon as we make the decision, which should be Tuesday of next week, and then from then on until May of this upcoming year.
Applications are due this Friday, and the recipients of the scholarship will be notified September 2nd. Applications are open now and can be found in a variety of places.
Applications online, as well as it's attached on all of the SGA social medias, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. It's also, every student should have received a student email link attached to it. The link would be under SGA Meal Scholarships, as well as it's on the involvement page on the Troy website.
To qualify for this scholarship, students need a 2.25 GPA, and they will also need to be in good standing with Troy University. They will need to maintain this 2.25 GPA to keep the scholarship. The committee that will be selecting the recipients will also look at some other criteria.
We're looking at mainly need-based, so we're looking at people who have maybe recently been affected by a natural disaster, family hardship, employment issues, something along those lines are definitely going to get priority come the application base, and it's going to be centered around undergraduate students.
This meal scholarship was one of the goals for SGA President Morgan Long that he wanted to accomplish in his tenure as president, and this scholarship all started with the new deal with Sodexo, who is the food vendor on campus.
I'm really excited that the SGA came together, was able to create this application with student services, and of course partnering with Sodexo to make this happen for our students.
If you have any questions regarding the scholarship, you can email sga@troy.edu. Aaron Dixon, Troy, TrojanVision News.
Troy University's School of Nursing is celebrating half a century of teaching students to become nurses. However, while the school may be looking back at its past, some modern technology is getting future nurses ready for childbirth. Cody Giles gives us a look.
This year marks the 50th anniversary of Troy University's nursing school, and its students and faculty are proud to be a part of this program.
I'm really excited. I think that it's something that's a big honor to be the 50th class entering nursing school. I think that it's going to be really fun and getting to just experience this with my classmates, and it's just a bonding experience, and I think it really accredits our university, and I think it's just a really big accomplishment for the nursing program in general.
So it's an exciting time. It represents that we've been here in the community for 50 years, providing excellent nursing education for our students to go out and be prepared to practice nursing in the community, not only in the state and our surrounding areas, but also in the nation as a whole.
This 50-year mark also brings with it a brand new birthing simulation called
a SimMom. This is a simulator that produces an infant, just like a live birthing process. And so with that, students have the opportunity to practice caring for a mother that's delivering.
With the addition of Troy University's newest high-fidelity simulator, Troy nursing students will be able to experience what it's like to help birth a child and those complications that it could bring, all in a controlled environment. And with your help, you can choose the name of this baby and even its gender. Ooh, I just felt it kick.
They can go online, they can cast their vote. We're only asking for a $1 donation, and they can pick the gender, and they can pick a name out of some pre-selected items that we have. And we're going to tally those votes, and on the 12th, we're actually going to have a kickoff and to reveal the gender and the name of the infant.
All this week, Troy University's National Panhellenic Council fraternities and sororities were celebrating their organizations in a variety of ways. And as Makayla Cameron shows us, one of those ways involves smoothies.
August is National Wellness Month, and Tuesday in the Trojan Center, students were able to get free smoothie samples and health tips on their way to class, sponsored by Troy's National Panhellenic Council.
Today we're sponsoring a table just to advocate for health awareness. We're giving free smoothies and also health tips for a healthy semester.
Students were able to choose between a variety of smoothie flavors and learn more about Troy's NPHC and the events they have going on this week.
Tonight we are having Zumba at 7 p.m. in the natatorium gym, and there's also going to be a boot camp hosted for the guys if they don't want to go to Zumba, which is also at 7 p.m. and it will be on the social quad. For the rest of the week, tomorrow we have community service at the Boys and Girls Club, and we have the Black Card Revoked game at 7 p.m. in Crosby Theater.
A member of Troy NPHC shared why this week is important to them.
MPAC is very important because it advocates for a lot of things we want to have happen on campus and spread awareness for a lot of issues through going on to Troy and nationally, period. We really encourage people to come out of MPAC Week and support the Black organizations on campus and just provide aid and advocacy for the communities around.
If you have any questions for any Troy MPHC member, they will be having awareness tables for the rest of the week in the Trojan Center. Makayla Cameron, Troy, TrojanVision News.
We're going to take another quick break, but when we come back, we'll take a look at international education opportunities at Troy University. It's coming up right after this, so stay tuned.
Mom, can we get some ice cream? Please, Mom, please.
No, we're having dinner soon.
Please.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of children in foster care who will take you just as you are.
Walking across campus, Troy students have the chance to interact with cultures from around the world. International students from 76 countries are represented on campus. And as Brady Talbert shows us, this semester has more students studying abroad from their home country of China.
Alabama's International University just became more international as Troy University plays host to a record number of Chinese 121 students. Students in the 121 program study for 1 year in China, then 2 on U.S. soil, followed by 1 final year back in Asia. 5 years ago, 14 students made the leap from China to Alabama. Today, that number is sitting at 166 students, the largest in school history.
They get to be exposed to the American education system. I believe they can have a better job future.
Troy University Chancellor Dr. Jack Hawkins Jr. often speaks of equipping students to be globally competitive, and he says the 121 program is just one way the university has made that goal a reality.
These students bring so much with them, and I'm proud that the 121 program has served as the cornerstone for many of our international activities.
Now, over the past couple of years, the number of Chinese 121 students has steadily increased. Now, looking big picture, 166 students is quite the group, but to provide some perspective, these are students who are studying in a foreign, unfamiliar country in order to attain a higher education, something that Lee says is giving them more independence.
You can tell from the day they come here, they're shy and they're just timid and just very look like a very little kids, and then after 2 years they become just totally different.
121 student Amber Gohl has been in the United States for 3 weeks in preparation for the fall semester. She's been taking language lessons and says she is adjusting to Western society.
Before I came here, I get nervous. Yeah, because I have to speak English instead Chinese, so it will get me very nervous.
While the transition to Alabama made her nervous, Gohl says she enjoys the southern hospitality of people wishing her a simple good morning while walking down the street.
And while many of those students are still getting used to life in the States, there's an on-campus organization that's making those students, as well as all students from all over the world, feel welcome in the United States. Brady Talbert has the details.
Regardless of where they're from.
I'm from Germany.
France, the Philippines.
Students from across the globe made the world feel smaller Thursday night at the International Student Cultural Organization's first meeting of the semester. For some, this was their first time in the US of A, and ISCO was looking to put their minds at ease about being overseas.
we focus on building bridges between people, the domestic and international students, and international students to international students, and domestic students and other domestic students. We're really just trying to create like the best community possible.
The group hosted Alabama Night to help international students become familiar with the state. From the Space and Rocket Center in Huntsville, the highest peak on top of Cheaha Mountain, to even some tips on how to adjust to campus. Not all international students have easy access to cars, but there's an app for that. The TransLock app helps students find transportation. Students from China, Vietnam, Nepal, Malaysia, Germany, Belgium, France, the Philippines, the United States, and more gathered under one roof to establish new friendships.
People are really friendly. Like, I love the fact that the president, he's trying to involve everybody, and so we can all feel comfortable.
We have to be friendly and just talk to as many people as we can to meet new people and like to learn new cultures.
I think international students would be like super grateful just because they kind of see Americans and they're like, wow, like this is America, and they're kind of intimidated, I feel. But like, so when you reach out, they're like super grateful for that, and they actually do want to make friends. You just gotta usually make the first step.
American students interested in meeting the faces of students from across the globe can do so on Thursday at 7 p.m. in the Hall of Honor, as ISCO will be hosting Korea Night. Maybe it is a small world after all. Brady, Talbert, Troy, TrojanVision News.
While students from other countries come to Troy to get an education, studying abroad is a two-way street, with many American students traveling to other countries as well. And as Brady Talbert shows us, now is the time for students to start signing up.
You get on a plane, passport in hand, as you make your journey overseas to study abroad. Where you go is up to you. Students at Troy University looking to study in other countries have access to some travel opportunities this year. This spring break, students can visit Greece with the Leadership Department or Costa Rica with the Education Department. This summer, students can visit London and Paris with Nursing or South Africa with the Education Department, as well as other study abroad opportunities currently in the works.
I say kind of bite the bullet and just do it. I know it can be overwhelming and there are some steps that you have to go through, but it's so beneficial to your future and just to you personally, just for your personal growth, that it's totally worth it.
Study abroad coordinator Sarah Mckenzie says in order to see sites like this, it all starts here. She said students interested need to sign up to the Study Abroad Office's website, as well as contact the faculty member heading up the trip they are hoping to attend.
Study abroad offers many benefits. You learn to be more flexible and adaptable, and you also get global awareness and cultural awareness, and all four of those things graduate schools and employers are looking for.
And for students who are on the fence about studying abroad,
the feedback is always positive. Students just really enjoyed themselves, learned a lot, and they want to go back. I rarely ever have anything negative said about a study abroad trip.
It's time for our last break. When we return, we'll learn about some new additions to Troy's International Arts Center. Stay tuned, we'll be right back.
At Troy University, we offer military students more than just flexibility and convenience. We offer top-ranked programs that are an investment in your future. And like the military, you'll be part of something. A powerful network of more than 158,000 alumni worldwide. And we will be with you all the way. Proudly serving our military since 1950. Trojan Warriors, one and all.
It's a beautiful day out here. Sunny today with light breezes, giving way to clouds in the afternoon. We could see some light precipitation to moderate precipitation later on, followed by powerful storm-like conditions. 90 miles per hour winds are expected. Authorities are asking everyone, stay indoors. Come on, that's it. Let's go.
Troy's International Arts Center now has a new piece of art that better connects the IAC with one of the more prominent features in the Janice Hawkins Cultural Arts Park. It's a contribution courtesy of a pair of Troy graduates. Carissa Justice gives us a look.
Troy University is a campus known and recognized for its beauty, and some of that beauty comes in the form of unique pieces of art. The International Art Center located on campus is home to many of said pieces, and thanks to 2 Troy University alumni, it is now home to one more. A mural of Troy's infamous terracotta warriors now lies on a wall of the IAC building in the Daniel Foundation Plaza, a location that is both meaningful and intentional.
When they walk by and they can come up to here and see that, oh, they got a mural here, and then it actually leads into a terracotta exhibit down there where you can learn all about the information about them, and then you can actually go upstairs and look at furthermore work from different artists and students in there.
This is the first thing they see before they go into the International Art Center to see more artwork, and maybe even going through the room to learn more about the terracotta warriors.
Moore and Ivy spent 5 or more hours multiple days a week during the summer working on this mural, and now that it's complete, they say they hope it serves as a symbol of accomplishment for the arts program at Troy.
It's very inspirational for me because of the fact that it can give future students an outlook of what alumni are doing in and around campus.
You can make that mark. You know, as an artist, you can be successful. You can break the stereotypes and the stigmas that surrounds artists and still live out your dream and be just as successful as everyone else in life.
And while some might just see a painting on a wall, these artists see beyond the outermost appearance.
This piece is a gateway to so much more than it just being an exterior piece of artwork. It's a gateway to culture, it's a gateway to people, and a gateway to conversations and learning and just overall universal connection with people.
And while the outside of the International Art Center is sporting some new artwork, the inside of the IAC has some new art up on the walls as well. As Sierra Lewis shows us, it's an exhibit that explores the history of Alabama.
Expressionist painter Mike Howard offers a chance to step into a series of significant events in Alabama's history. His large-scale canvas scenes composed of fast brushstrokes and dripping paint featuring 3 key events.
These works are very important, representing some really insignificant moments in Alabama history. We have the Phoenix City series, which represents the assassination of Attorney General Albert Patterson, as well as the Selma March and Rosa Parks on a Montgomery City bus.
Howard, born in 1944, grew up across the street from the local gambling and juke joint in Phoenix City, Alabama. He witnessed some of the most influential moments over the course of the Civil Rights era during the 1950s and 60s, which influenced most of his paintings. He is also considered to be very special to Troy's IAC.
Mike Howard is a very important artist for Troy University. He is very talented and has been very gracious to us. He donated all of this work to Troy University, and it is featured in 3 different campuses. We have Phoenix City and Montgomery, the Rosa Parks Museum, and we also have some of his work on our campus.
Howard's dark paintings that showed a life of mafia and murder sparked some students' interest and opened them up to more knowledge about more than the art itself, but the person holding the brush.
Out of his artwork, to tell you the truth, I never knew the whole story about Phoenix City, Alabama, even though I grew up in Alabama and all. But so like just hearing the story and hearing how Alabama, the history behind it and like all the stuff that's going on that I didn't even know about was really cool.
Howard used his inspiration and talent to make light on the dark era that makes us grateful for today. Sierra Lewis, Troy, TrojanVision News.
And that's the week that was. To find out what's happening on a daily basis, you can tune into Troy TrojanVision News at 5, 6:30, and 10:30 Monday through Friday, or follow us on Twitter at Troy TV News. Until next week, have a good week.